Once upon a time, in a small village in Japan, there was a boy named Soichiro Honda. He was not rich, but he was very curious. He loved watching his father fix bicycles in a tiny workshop. Soichiro loved the smell of oil, the sound of tools clinking, and the sight of sparks flying when metal was hammered. When Soichiro was a little boy, he saw something that changed his life: a car. Back then, cars were so rare in Japan that seeing one was like seeing a dragon. Soichiro ran barefoot after the car for as long as he could, staring at its spinning wheels. He thought, "One day, I will build my own cars and engines." When he was just 15, Soichiro left his village and went to Tokyo to work in a car repair shop. He cleaned floors, carried heavy parts, and made lots of mistakes. He dropped tools, got oil everywhere, and sometimes broke things. People laughed at him, but Soichiro didn't mind. Every mistake taught him something new. After many years, Soichiro opened his own small workshop. He made car parts called piston rings. He worked so hard, but when he showed them to Toyota, a big car company, they said, "No, these are not good enough." Soichiro felt sad, but he didn't give up. He enrolled in technical school, sat in the back of lectures, and taught himself metallurgy. He studied more about engines and metal, tried again and again, and finally made piston rings that worked. The car company said yes this time. But then a terrible war came. Soichiro's factory was bombed and burned down, not once, but twice. Then an earthquake destroyed what was left. Many people would have quit, but not Soichiro. He said, "If one plan fails, find a new plan." After the war, Japan was in ruins. Many people rode bicycles because they had no cars or gas. Soichiro had another idea. He found old engines from broken army radios and put them on bicycles. The first ones were noisy and broke down a lot, but Soichiro kept fixing them. Every time they failed, he made them better. Soon, his motorbikes worked so well that people lined up to buy them. This is how Honda Motor Company began. Soichiro's little motorbikes, Honda Come, became famous in Japan. But Soichiro had a bigger dream. He wanted to build cars too. Many people told him, "Stick to motorbikes. Cars are too hard. Big companies already make cars." But Soichiro just smiled and said, "Why can't we try? If we fail, we will learn." So Honda started making cars. The first ones were not perfect. Some broke down. Some didn't sell well. Soichiro and his team failed again and again, but they never gave up. They tested new engines, better parts, and stronger designs. Sometimes they stayed up all night working. Each failure made their cars better. Soon, Honda cars were known for being small, smart, and strong. When other cars used too much gas, Honda cars saved fuel. This helped families save money and protect the earth. When new rules said cars needed to make less pollution, Soichiro's team made a special engine called the CVCC engine. It was so clean that it passed tests other companies failed. People all over the world started buying Honda cars. They were not fancy at first, but they were reliable and didn't waste gas. Then, Honda did something even more amazing. They built a Formula One race car. People laughed again and said, a small company like Honda can't win races? But Honda's cars got faster and faster. One day, Honda's race cars won and kept on winning. Soichiro Honda was not like other bosses. He wore work clothes instead of suits. He walked around the factory, talked to the workers, and sometimes fixed machines himself. Once, when an engineer said, "This part can't be changed," Soichiro took a hammer, hit the metal, and showed him it could. Even when he was old, Soichiro kept learning. He told everyone, success is 99% failure. He believed that every mistake is a chance to try again. When Soichiro Honda looked back at his life, he saw burned factories, broken parts, and hundreds of failures. But he also saw millions of motorbikes, cars, and race cars driving around the world because he never gave up. Soichiro Honda's cars and motorbikes gave people freedom to go to school, to visit family, to travel far. All because one boy who once chased a car barefoot refused to stop chasing his dream. So next time you make a mistake, don't be sad. Remember Soichiro Honda, the boy who failed, fixed, failed again, and kept going until he changed the world. If you never give up, you can build your dream too.